What is up, Guru Gang? If you are new, welcome to my channel. If you have been a part of the gang, thank you so much for clicking onto today's video. Today, y'all, I have my review of the Burberry Goddess, the newest Burberry fragrance. I don't know what day I'm actually uploading this because at the time of me recording this is like my fourth video of the day. So bear with me if I'm a little tired. Hopefully by the time I upload this, the set that I'm going to share with you guys is already in stock. I did post it on my community tab today. So hopefully you guys were able to shop that before it sold out. Because I know sometimes those little value sets, they do sell out once people realize like you are getting way more for your money. Let me show you guys the value set. So first of all, this is the set. So it contains one 10 milliliter bottle as well as a little 5 milliliter mini of the actual full-size bottle. So basically you've got your travel spray and then you have a little miniature version of what the full-size bottle looks like, which I love. And I want to say this was like $39, and then if you bought just the travel size spray, it's $34. So it's like $5 more. You get a whole extra perfume. So anyways, I definitely recommend you guys check this out because full size, it's a little astronomical. Like, I guess all of Burberry's fragrances have gone up in price because I even looked at some prices of some scents that I already own and just like looking at the price comparisons, and I'm like, I do not remember paying this much when I bought this. Like Burberry Her Elixir is like $168. And I don't remember paying that, girl. I don't know, I could be tripping. But anyways, the full size bottle of this, the 3 fluid ounce, I'm pretty sure is like $168. And then the 1.7 fluid ounce is like $130 something. And then the 1 fluid ounce is like $100, girl. So the prices is going up. So I'm happy with this because I don't know if I will be getting a full size bottle, and I'm going to tell you why. So let's go ahead and just jump into the review. This pretty much piqued my interest as soon as I saw the scent notes, you guys, because this is said to be a vanilla fragrance. And my first thought, me being a lover of Mugler's Alien Goddess, I thought that this would be something similar, something tropical, beachy, coconutty, like just all of those beachy, coconutty vibes, right? Because we're still very much in summer. That's kind of what I was expecting, and this literally came out of nowhere. But this is basically just said to be a vanilla fragrance. Like, that's literally it. I think on the Sephora app, I'll have the notes and stuff on the screen. It's labeling this as like a warm and spicy gourmand. So I was like, all right, girl, I'm gonna check it out because we're gonna be in fall before we know it, and I do want to go ahead and get my fall scents together. So when I first spray this, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you guys the fragrances that it reminds me of and kind of how this develops and things like that, because I do want this review to be quick. I first spray this, you guys, it instantly gives me very similar vibes to YSL Libre Intense. Now, I'm not saying that this is, you know, a dupe, they're the same, but if you have YSL Libre Intense, when you first spray it out, it gives you that same blast of like this aromatic lavender, really, really smooth. It's aromatic, but it mixes with that vanilla, and it's just really smooth. It's really just kind of like, this is one of those scents that smells rich. It smells very luxe, very classy, very feminine and chic. And that is the vibe that I get in the opening of this. As soon as I spray it out, I'm getting that very aromatic lavender vanilla combo. So I'm definitely picking up on that. There is lavender and vanilla in the top notes of the Burberry Goddess, but there's also ginger and cacao, and I almost instantly start to get that. So as it starts to dry down, I get the ginger and the cacao mixed in, but think of like a ginger candy, right? I don't know if any of you guys grew up in a Caribbean household, but those little ginger candies like you would have to eat when you were sick, or some people just ate them because they tasted good. That is what I smell in here. So I get vanilla and lavender, but then I almost instantly start to get this candied sweet ginger. So it's not sharp, it's not bitter, it's not screechy. It's just kind of like blended in to the overall scent. And then the cacao is also there, but it's just adding to the overall smooth creaminess of this fragrance, so that the opening is literally just like, it's just so well blended, y'all. Like, I smell the cacao. It's also kind of like still a supporting role. Like, they all just kind of have their own little role in carrying this fragrance, right? So again, I definitely get that YSL Libre kind of dynamic kind of vibe in the opening, but then as it starts to dry down and I get those sweet notes, y'all, it reminded me of two other fragrances in my collection. First one that I thought of was Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. This is a caramelized apple scent, and there's also grape in here. But for me, I don't know, something about this, I don't know if it's maybe the citrus from like the apple or the grape that's kind of giving me that same vibe that the ginger was giving me. But the way that the caramel mixes in here, it was kind of giving me similar vibes. But I do feel like this definitely leans a lot more masculine. Like there's something woody or something in here that I don't always love. And I'm kind of considering decluttering this just because I know a lot of people like this, but there's something in here that kind of reminds me of like aftershave or like a men's cologne, and I don't care for it, right? But the scent it reminds me of the most in like the mid notes and as it dries down is the 7 Virtues Vanilla Woods. Now this is another caramel vanilla fragrance, but this has pear. And I don't know, y'all, these smell so similar to me. It's like I'm almost getting something caramelly in here, but it smells so good. Again, I still would not say this is like gourmand, edible, cake, baked treats type of vanilla. This is definitely more aromatic, but it definitely kind of straddles that line to where the longer it's on skin, depending on your body chemistry, it could pull a lot more gourmand. It definitely kind of remains that aromatic, smooth type of vibe on my skin, but I can definitely see how this can lean gourmand on some people's skin, especially if you layer it with something more vanillic, more creamy. It absolutely reminds me so much of the 7 Virtues Vanilla Wood. So honestly, I feel like if I were to pair these two together, it would absolutely give me the very same dynamic and scent as Burberry Goddess. So while I do absolutely love this, if I am in the mood to just spend some coins, I can see myself buying a full-size bottle of this because again, this is very gorgeous. This is beautiful. I want to say this gave me a good 5 or 6 hours before it became like a skin tint on me, but I also did not overspray. So I can see myself overspraying this. I can also see this projecting more in the cooler weather. Like this is absolutely giving me fall, winter vibes, night out. But you could also wear this during the day and be okay. But this, I don't know, this is absolutely giving me like crisp fall air, like 67, this is not even 70, maybe like mid 50s, 60 degrees. You've got like a cashmere sweater on, you've got, you know, your hair slicked up and kind of like a messy bun, you've got some beautiful diamond earrings on, you got your glasses on, girl, you're looking educated, okay, you're on the way to work, you got your briefcase, Hermes, Birkin, whatever. Like that's the vibe that this is giving me. This is giving me, do not play with her, okay? So yeah, I love this. The only reason I personally don't know that I'm going to run out and get a full-size fragrance right away, number one, the price. The price is crazy. These price increases are crazy for this to be a designer fragrance. However, if I did not already own YSL Libre Intense and Vanilla Woods by the 7 Virtues, I probably would splurge on a full-size bottle because those two fragrances together give me that very unique, sexy, sweet, aromatic vanilla that I would really want to have in my collection if I did not already own those two fragrances. So again, this is not me saying I'm not gonna get a full-size bottle. I'm going to go through these, see how I feel, especially as it starts to cool down, because I don't necessarily see myself wearing this summer because I'm still very much in my tropical coconut beachy scent phase right now. But I can see myself reaching for this more September, you know, October, November, especially October, November. Like that's the vibe it's giving me. So yeah, do I recommend this? Absolutely. I would say if you have the two fragrances that I mentioned, you may or may not need this unless you're just a collector girl and you just want to have it, which I totally understand. But I would give this right now an 8 out of 10 just for me personally, because the two scents it reminds me of, I already have. And if I didn't have those fragrances, I would probably say a 10 out of 10 because this is definitely something unique there aren't too many fragrances that combine like these particular types of elements on the market. I know there are so many fragrances this is being compared to on Fragrantica right now, like Mont. Some people are comparing this to Mugler's Alien Goddess, which I don't see at all. I don't know. I can kind of see how it could give Mont, but overall, like I said, it reminds me the most of YSL Libre Intense and Seven Virtues Vanilla Woods. Just kind of like this caramelly, sexy, aromatic vanilla that will be bomb for the cooler fall weather, winter, etc., etc. So yeah, y'all, that is my review. Hopefully I gave you guys what you needed. I have not worn her out too much to say if it's a compliment getter, but I let my mom smell this. She absolutely loves this, and she is a fragrance snob. So that lets you know something. She told me that this could easily be something that comes from Bond. She is a collector of Bond fragrances. So that lets you know she smells expensive, girl, okay? But that is it for this review, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions that I did not answer in this review, let me know in the comments below. I would love to chat with y'all in the comments if y'all have tried this, if you're interested in this. And yeah, overall, I give it a thumbs up. I will probably add it to my collection at some point. I just don't feel like I need it right now. In the summertime, it's hot. This isn't something that I'm gonna reach for, and I do have some scents that this reminds me of, that I feel like can kind of hold me over. But I also have this, so I feel like I'm not gonna go through this anytime soon, you know? So yeah. Anyways, I'll have this little set linked in the description box below, as well as the full size fragrance. Overall, girl, she's a winner, she's a keeper, and I highly recommend. All right, that is it for today's review, you guys. I will see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe as well, okay? All right, bye.